I'm going to put up our momentum tracker, which is really for the for investors or for position traders. It gives analysis out 3+ months based on momentum. And I'm going to look specifically at the biotech sector because I think it's really interesting. The momentum, in my opinion, is so important. Understanding momentum and momentum conditions, because it's really the forces that keep the markets in motion. And it really helps you to stay in your positions, which the key to long-term success is maximizing your gains. I don't care if you're a day trader or a scalper, or if you're a trader that holds positions for long periods of time and does option trades, or if you're an investor. Really being able to maximize your trades and hold on to the positions is a key to success. And understanding momentum is really the core of that. So I'm going to show you this, and also I'm going to preview for the first time, bringing this out to the public, that we have now embedded TradingView charts into the momentum tracker, which it's just a great charting service, and it really fits well with our work, and you're going to see that when I look at it. First thing we have to do is go to the Ask Slim website, as you see right over here, and you can see in there, there's lots in here you can look at. I'm just going to scroll really quickly, and you can see all the information that we offer here just on the front page. Yes, Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade's our preferred broker, so if you want to open an account there, please do it through here. You need to be a TOS holder in order to use our proprietary indicators, which you can learn a lot about right in there. And of course, we have workshops that you can learn also, especially the five essential building blocks to successful trading is really looking at the emotional side of trading, and the cycle analysis workshop, which just is phenomenal. So what I want to do is I want to go to the workbench, essentially, and you can see that as I scroll down, workbench right here. And we're going to look for the momentum tracker that you could see me highlighting right there. You just get an idea. This is the hub of Ask Slim, and you can see all of our level 4 members that are asking for custom chart work, which we offer only to level 4 for Thinkorswim. And you can see our trading idea will happen to be on the Biotechs for today that we put out, and Arvi gives you a training video on every single one of those. So again, it's really important if you want to see those training videos and our trade ideas to be a level 3 or 4 member. So what I want to do is I want to go to the momentum tracker. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open up the momentum tracker for you to see. Now, this is a phenomenal app. It is just, there's nothing like this in the world, especially looking at momentum conditions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of the canned lists right over here, and specifically I want to look at biotechnology today. So I'm going to select that, and it's going to open up the biotechnology list of stocks. It's incredible how much is in here with 20 different canned groups, and we'll be adding more. So what I want to look at is the functionality in here for you to see specifically. You get the symbol and the company and the directional bias. That's really key. Now, if you look here at this setting, this directional bias setting gives you the pie chart results right over here. So what that tells you is that in the biotechnology, it's pretty mixed. 42% positive, 26% negative, 32% are neutral. And then you can scroll and sort in here. I'm going to sort right now by the very bearish ones. And I want you to see that what's coming up here is that you're getting long-term momentum conditions, intermediate-term momentum conditions, and short-term momentum conditions. For Global Blood Therapeutics, GBT, our directional bias, which is the sum of the evidence of all of this momentum information, is very bearish. Weak negative conditions suggest failed rallies and lower prices. And you could see the same thing right over here as you look at Ionis and IOVA. That's I don't follow that one. It's Iovance Therapeutics. these are all three very bearish right there. If I look at the stocks that are very bullish, I just click on that directional bias and sort on that, and you can see very bullish, a couple of them right over there. So also you can sort on the long term and see which are very bullish or bearish long term, or you can sort intermediate term or sort short term, as you can see right there. So I'm going to go back to the directional bias, and let's look at GBT just for an idea on how important this is to have a sense of your overall directional bias, right? You don't want to be in a stock that's very bearish, because it's pretty hard to time a bottom when you have a stock under those conditions. So I see this little down arrow, this little arrow here. I'm going to click it down, and what it's going to give us are the metrics and the date that some of these things changed. And you can see right over here that it is now very bearish when you look at that. I'm going to go to the chart, and one of the real reasons I wanted to do this today was so you could see the embedded trading view charts right over here. That's supposed to have their trading view logo. There it pops up right over there. Okay, so you can see that when you look at this, the different intensities of the directional information, the directional bias, show up. So you can see in here where it's this big red arrow, it's under condition of being very negative. And take a look at, and you can see it was very negative here. It caught the big break, and it stayed very negative through all of this period here where you got a rebound, and got a little less negative there, very negative, negative, very negative, 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 very negative. Look at this, how it kept you on the from being wanting to be a buyer in here, or maybe even finding a place to be a short seller in there. So that's an example of the simulator rankings using these charts and seeing what these momentum conditions are when you look at that. So that's pretty phenomenal. Let's just take a look at one on the very bullish side, Alexion Pharmaceuticals. And I'll just open this one up, and we'll go to the chart, as you can see right over there, and look at what you're seeing in here. All of the momentum conditions. Now I'm going back, way back over here. All of these momentum conditions, positive, 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 very positive, positive. Here it went to slightly positive. You can see that, and stayed positive here, the big gap up, and very positive all the way. And look at this, very positive here, and takes off huge on the upside. So ALXN, Alexion Pharmaceuticals, you can really get a sense for how important it is to really get a good handle on the momentum conditions. I'm just going to scroll down here so that you can see these stocks in the biotech category. You can see all of these that went from very bullish to bullish, and now you're getting into slightly bullish. Well, why is that? Because you can see that there's some conditions in here that are not particularly positive when you look at that. So when you have all three green across, it's going to be very bullish. But you could see these are still slightly bullish. They're okay. Here's some that have turned negative on the short term, and it's really telling you mixed conditions await further messages in the market. Generally, if it was green, green, red, I would say you're probably just getting a dip in a bullish condition. When it goes green, neutral, neutral, or green, neutral, red, then you really have to wait. You could see here neutral, and now we're getting into slightly bearish as I keep scrolling down. Regeneron, slightly bearish. When you look at that, it still has a green short term, but that actually might turn more negative as I see the long term being negative in there. And I'm just going to keep scrolling all the way down here for you to see some of these other symbols, and you can see the quality of the information in here. You can look at this pie chart. You can take a look at, well, what's the percentages of the long term? Well, it's pretty mixed again, as you can see. When you look at that, when you look at the intermediate term, very mixed, a little bit more positive maybe. And when you look at the short term, well, it's all pretty mixed. This is a pretty mixed group when you look at that in the biotechs. Remember, these are all of different groups that you can look at in there when for using the Slimulator momentum tracker. So I want to go back to the workbench and just you can see the things that are available in there, my worksheets, my trades, and those are your own things that you can do, momentum tracker rankings. So let's take a look over back at the website and just come down over here where the membership options are. If you want to become a level 1 member, which gives you that momentum tracker, we have a special now that is so incredible. Only $14.95 a month, and if you take 3 months worth, it's $30. It's $10 a month. You're going to get our Market Week archive. You're going to get our workbench with all of that information right out of the hub. You're going to be able to do your own trade planning worksheets. You're going to have an organizer for your own trade ideas. You're going to get that Slimulator momentum tracker. You're going to get the amazing weekly report, stock index report for the indexes every single week, and you're going to get our ETF review. All you got to do is come here and click read more, and you're going to get even more information. When you look at that, you'll see that all of the things it features, how to access them in the new workbench, things about the trade planning worksheets, fantastic information, and how to set up your own trade ideas of the work you do. Here's the Slimulator momentum tracker right over there. And you can see our weekly stock index report and the features in the stock index report. Yeah, that's me in the 1980s looking at paper charts because there was no computers that we could do this cycle analysis work on. So that's me in the 1980s sitting there with all of my paper charts in front of me, and all of our great comments from our members. Spider Weekly ETF Review, all of the information on there. All you have to do is click that Buy Now button. That's going to this is going to come up for you. You see it says $14.95 right there, but switch this over to the 3 months, and it's only $30 for 3 months. And that is how you sign up. You don't like it, you want to cancel, all you have to do is let us know and cancel. And it's really easy. That is the momentum tracker. That is the preview for our level 1 special we're running now. Everything that you get right here. You want to have any more information, just write at matt@askslim.com, and he'll give you all the information you need. $14.95 a month for all of that, or take it for 3 months for that special price of $30. Absolutely amazing.